tiny boy with a hi-ho, the wind and the rain. The foolish thing was but a toy, for the rain it raineth every day. With a hi-ho, the wind and the rain, and the rain it raineth every day.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Wheel of Shakespeare Challenge. I am here with Bill, Henry, and John to do randomly chosen impromptu performances of the works of Shakespeare for you guys today. And Maggie, I understand, will be here a little late joining us. But for now, we'll start with the four of us. Based on the randomly determined order, I am going to perform the first monologue. Bill is on deck. Bill will go after me, and as soon as I can get the wheel up, I'll spin for myself. Okay, here we go. Spinning for myself. I will be doing Lord Talbot. Oh, this is only just recently added. Henry VI, Part 1, Lord Talbot, his death scene. I think this is his death scene, Act 4, Scene 7. No, got the wrong. Okay, here we go. Oh, where's young Talbot? Mine own! Where is my other life? Mine own is gone. Is young Talbot? Where is valiant John? Young Talbot's valor makes me smile at thee. When he perceived me shrink on my knee, his bloody sword he brandished over me, and like a hungry lion to commence rough deeds of rage and stern impatience. But when my angry guardian stood alone, tendering my ruin and assailed of none, dizzy-eyed fury and great rage of heart suddenly made him for my side to start into the clustering battle of the French. And in that sea of blood my boy did drench his overmouthing spirit, and there died. My Icarus, my blossom in its pride. Thou antic death, which laughs us here to scorn, anon from the insulting tyranny coupled in bonds of perpetuity, two Talbots, winged through the lither sky, in thy despite shall scape mortality. Oh, those whose wounds become hard-favored death, speak to thy father ere thou yield my breath. Brave death by speaking, whether he will or no. Imagine him a Frenchman and thy foe. Poor boy, he smiles, methinks, as who should say, had death been French, then death had died today. Come, come and lay him in his father's arms. My spirit can no longer bear these harms. Soldiers, adieu. I have what I would have. Now my old arms and young John Talbot's grave. Okay. That was a fun one to break in for the first time. Bill, you're up, and you will be doing. And on deck, and Henry, you're on deck. We'll go after Bill does. Yeah, what a piece of work is man. And that I did. That's the famous line. I believe it starts with "I will tell you ere thou betrays,"
Okay.
or I have of late. Okay, so whenever you're ready.
I have of late, but wherefore I know not, lost all my mirth, forgone all custom of exercises, and indeed it goes so heavily with my disposition that this goodly frame, the earth, seems to me a sterile promontory. This most excellent canopy, the air. Look you, this brave o'erhanging firmament, this majestical roof fretted with golden fire. Why it appears why it appears no other thing to me than a foul and pestilent congregation of vapors. What a piece of work is a man! How noble in reason, how infinite in faculty, in form and moving, how express and admirable, in action, how like an angel, in apprehension, how like a god, the beauty of the world, the paragon of animals. And yet, to me, what is this quintessence of dust? Man delights not me, nor no woman either, though by your smiling you seem to say so. See.
Okay, very nice. Okay, I said Henry was going next, but Maggie just joined us. We're glad she made it. She was supposed to go first, but we'll come back to her now that she.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Maggie. Glad you were able to make it.
Hi.
So,
Thank you. Me too.
We skipped you, and you weren't here when it was your turn, but we're coming back to you. Yeah, Duke Senior, one of my teammates and brothers in exile.
Okay. As you like it, 2-1. My brother, okay. And we're using open source. Oh, I just lost it. Where is it?
Yeah, that's what I'm recommending. That's the.
I had the tab open. It's going to take me a second because I have a lot of tabs and I'm not sure which one it is. Maybe I have to do it again.
I believe it's the very. It'll be easier to find because this one is at the top of the scene. But whenever you're ready, go ahead.
Okay, but hang on because I can't see you while I look for it, and I've already forgotten what I'm doing. So because I didn't anticipate that this wasn't going to be open. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to. Where am I going?
Beginning of Act 2, Scene 1. Duke Senior.
I've already forgotten. Is it
As You Like It?
Pardon? As You Like It.
Scene 1.
Oh, and I came back to you to look, and now I've lost the tab again. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Why don't we?
Yeah, come back to me if that's okay. As You Like It. 2-1.
Yeah, well, you can look for that while Henry.
Yeah, that sounds great. As You Like It. 2-1. Thanks.
Okay, Henry. So we'll spin for you. Awesome. Into Act 5, Scene 1.
Ready for part 1.
Ends with "It's not due yet."
Henry for
Part 1. If you like, I can give you your cue. Thou owest God a death.
What was the scene?
Act 5, Scene 1.
5-1. Sorry, my screen's gone a bit weird, so Act 5, Scene 1. "'Tis not due yet," is that it?
Yeah, if you want, I'll give you your cue. Thou owest God a death, and I'll take myself out. Okay. Thou owest God a death.
Well, "'tis not due yet. I would be loath to pay him before his death. What need I be so forward with him that calls not on me? Well, 'tis no matter. Honour pricks me on. Yea, but how if honour prick me off when I come on? How then? Can honour set to a leg? No. Or an arm? No. Or take away the grief of a wound? No. Honour hath no skill in surgery, then? No. What is honour? A word. What is in that word honour? What is that honour? Air. A trim reckoning. Who hath it? He that died a Wednesday. Doth he feel it? No. Doth he hear it? No. This insensible then, yea, to the dead, but will it not live with the living? No. Why? Destruction will not suffer it. Therefore, none of it. Honour is a mere scutcheon, and so ends my catechism.
Okay, awesome. Hopefully, Maggie has found her scene for Duke's her monologue for
Yes.
Duke's scene. You're
Mhm.
ready to go
Yes.
now? Okay, so
Yep.
you and then we'll spin for.
Thanks. Okay. Now, my co-mates and brothers in exile, hath not old custom made this life more sweet than that of painted pomp? Are not these woods more free from peril than the envious court? Here we feel not the penalty of Adam, the season's difference, as the icy fang and churlish chiding of the winter's wind, which when it bites and blows upon my body, even till I shriek with cold, I smile and say, this is no flattery. These are counselors that feelingly persuade me what I am. Sweet are the uses of adversity, which, like the toad, ugly and venomous, wears yet a precious jewel in his head. And this our life, exempt from public haunt, finds tongues in trees, books in the running brooks, sermons in stones, and good in everything. I would not change it.
Okay, thank you. Very nice. So John has our last monologue before we proceed to spin for some scenes for the five of us, and John is going to do. To the forest I have gone, to the union find I none. That's Midsummer Night's Dream, Act 2, Scene 2, approximately 58 lines in.
Okay. Let me see here. Okay. Okay. Is it Act
Act 2, Scene. Act 2, Scene 2, about 58 lines in.
Okay.
Okay, so whenever you're ready.
Yeah, okay, just be a second here. Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force and stirring love. Night and silence. Who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despise the Athenian maid. And hear the maiden sleeping sound on the dark and dirty ground. Pretty soul. She durst not lie near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Churl, upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid sleep's seat on thy eyelid. So awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Okay, nice. So let's now find some scenes for the five of us to do. What will we do? Two gentlemen. Act 4, Scene 4. This is Sylvia and Julia. Romeo and Juliet Act 3, Scene 3. Romeo, Friar, and Nurse. It's good that we have five of us, and one of the scenes was with 3, so there's exactly 5 roles for the 5 of us. So the choices of roles again are Sylvia, Julia, Romeo, Juliet, and Nurse. And John has the first choice amongst those. What would you like?
Romeo.
Okay, Romeo will be John. Henry has the next choice. What would you like?
I'll do the friar, please. But Maggie just put in the comments, and I seem to remember myself that the two gents scene. Didn't we do that last week?
We did. It was we did Valentine and the Duke, where he has. This is Sylvia and Julia, where they're on to Valentine's plans, and they're good. Yeah, this is a scene that takes place, I think, just after the one we did last week. Yeah, I was. It was Romeo. I think I messed up. I believe the other scene is Romeo, Friar, and the Nurse. You said the Friar.
Yes, please.
Okay. So the Romeo and the Friar are taken. It is Bill's turn. But Bill, what would you like between the Nurse, Sylvia, or Juliet?
Nurse, please.
What was that?
The Nurse, please.
Okay. And this is I see why I got confused. I probably confused other people that we're doing a Romeo and Juliet scene, but Juliet is not in it. And then we're doing another scene where from a different play with a character named Juliet. So that's a little understandable. So I have Juliet versus Sylvia. I'll take Juliet in the two gentlemen scene. And that leaves Maggie to be Sylvia. So we'll start with that one. So we have Juliet and Sylvia. And
it's Julia. It's Julia.
Oh, yeah, okay, Julia.
I think we actually had done I'm saying we did the Romeo and Juliet scene not too long ago, but let's other people will get to play with it.
Okay,
So,
I think you're right. I think that was a mistake. I thought I took that off the wheel for temporarily. Sometimes I do that. I retire them, but then they don't come off.
They pop up somehow.
When I
That's
thought
okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Julia and Sylvia.
Yeah.
Sylvia here. So
and you Julia? Did you say?
Yeah,
okay.
I'll Julia. Hold on, I'm still looking for it.
Okay. Are we going to start when Sylvia comes in?
Let's see, I'm still.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. It's 4/4, correct? Yeah.
That's what I had. I'm okay.
You have to slow down in the scene a bit.
Okay, so Julia has a monologue. We'll take it, I guess, from the end. Enter Sylvia attended.
Yeah, and
you're going to woman, good day. I pray you. Okay, yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah. Okay. And you're Julia, so.
Yeah. Gentlewoman, good day. I pray you be my mean to bring me where to speak with Madam Sylvia.
What would you with her, if that I be she?
If you be she, I do entreat your patience to hear me speak the message I am sent on.
From whom?
From my master, Sir Proteus, madam.
Oh, he sends you for a picture.
Aye, madam.
Ursula, bring my picture here. Go give your master this. Tell him from me, one Julia, that his changing thoughts forget would better fit his chamber than this shadow.
Madam, please you peruse this letter. Pardon me, madam, I have unadvised deliver you a paper that I should not. This is the letter to your ladyship.
But I pray thee, let me look on that again.
It may not be, good madam. Pardon me.
There, hold. I will not look upon your master's lines. I know they are stuffed with protestations and full of newfound oaths, which he will break as easily as I do tear these pages. Oops.
Madam, he sends your ladyship this ring.
The more shame for him that he sends it me. For I have heard him say 1,000 times his Julia gave it him at his departure. Though his false finger have profaned the ring, mine shall not do his Julia so much wrong.
She thanks you.
What sayest thou?
I thank you, madam, that you tender her. Poor gentlewoman, my master wrongs her much.
Dost thou know her?
Almost as well as I do know myself. To think upon her woes, I do protest that I have wept 100 several times.
Belike she thinks that Proteus have forsook her.
I think she doth. And that's her cause of sorrow.
Is she not passing fair?
She hath been fairer, madam, than she is, when she did think my master loved her well. She in my judgment was as fair as you, but since she did neglect her looking glass and threw her sun-expelling mask away, the air hath starved the roses in her cheeks, and pinched the lily tincture of her face, that now she is become as black as I.
Well, how tall was she?
About my stature. For at Pentecost, when all our pageants of delight were played, our youth got me to play the woman's part, and I was trimmed in Madame Julia's gown, which served me as fit by all men's judgments, as if the garment had been made for me. Therefore I know she is about my height, and at that time I made her weep a good, for I did play a lamentable part, for Theseus' perjury and unjust flight, which I so lively acted with my tears, that my poor mistress, moved therewithal, wept bitterly, and would I might add be dead, and if I in thought felt for her for her very sorrow.
She is beholding to thee, gentle youth. Alas, poor lady, desolate and left. I weep myself to think upon thy words. Here, youth, there is my purse. I give thee this for thy sweet mistress' sake, because thou lovest her. Farewell.
Okay. So now we have Romeo, Friar, and Nurse. Actually, so it starts with just the friar calls in Romeo, and I'll add you guys as you come in. It starts with just the friar, and the friar is Henry. Are all three of you ready to go with this?
Yep.
Okay.
What's am I in this scene? I'm Romeo, correct?
Yeah, he calls you in. I think it's like Romeo, come forth. That's the first line, right?
Oh, I have the wrong. I'm looking at the wrong place then.
Okay, let's make sure everybody's in the right place.
What's that noise? Is it Act 3, Scene 3?
Yes. Friar Lawrence's cell.
Oh, and what's the first line, please? I thought it was Father. What news at the top?
Romeo, come forth. Actually, I'm going to change it. I'm going to make the banner move. So Friar Lawrence's
Father,
Act 3, Scene 3. It starts with Romeo, come forth, thou fearful man.
Yeah, I'm scrolling, trying to find it. Oh. I didn't see it all the way. I didn't see it. Back up and see if I'm in the right scene. Okay, now what happened? All right.
Okay.
Okay, I have it. I'm sorry. It's at the very top. Okay, I'm ready.
Romeo, come forth. Come forth, thou fearful man. Affliction is enamoured of thy parts, and thou art wedded to calamity.
Father, what news? What is the princess doing? What sorrow craves acquaintance at my hand that I yet know not?
Too familiar is my dear son with such sour company. I bring thee tidings of the prince's doom.
What less than doomsday is the prince's doom?
A gentler judgment vanished from his lips, not body's death, but body's banishment.
Ha! Banishment! Be merciful. Say death. For exile hath more terror in his look, much more than death. Do not say banishment.
Hence from Verona art thou banished. Be patient, for the world is broad and wide.
There is no world without Verona walls, but purgatory, torture, hell itself. Hence banished is banished from the world, and world's exile is death. Then banished is death mistermed, calling death banishment. Thou cuts my head off with a golden axe, and smilest upon the stroke that murders me.
Oh, deadly sin! Oh, rude, thankfulness. Thy fault our law calls death, but the kind prince, taking thy part, hath rushed aside the law, and turned that black word death to banishment. 'Tis dear mercy, and thou seest not.
'Tis torture and not mercy. Heaven is here where Juliet lived, and every cat and dog and little mouse, every unworthy thing live here in heaven, and may look on her. But Romeo may not. More validity, more honorable state, more courtship lives in carrion flies than Romeo. They might seize on the white wonder of dear Juliet's hand and steal immortal blessings from her lips, who even in pure and bestial modesty still blush as thinking their own kisses sin. But Romeo may not. He is banished. Flies may do this, but I, this must fly. They are free then, but I am banished. And sayest thou yet that exile is not death? Hadst thou no poison mixed, no sharp ground knife, nor sudden mean of death, though ne'er so mean, banished to kill me? Banished? O friar, the damn use that word in hell, how is it him? How hast thou heart, being a divine, a ghostly confessor, a sin absolver, and my friend profess, to mangle me with that one word, banish?
Thou fond mad man, hear me but speak a word.
Oh, thou wilt speak against a banishment.
I'll give thee armour to keep off that word. Adversity's sweet milk, philosophy, to comfort thee, though thou art banished.
Yet banished. Hang up philosophy, unless philosophy can make a Juliet, displant a town, reverse a prince's doom. It helps not, it prevails not. Talk no more.
Oh, then I see that madmen have no ears.
How should they, with that wise men have no eyes?
Let me dispute thee of thy estate.
Thou canst not speak of that thou dost not feel. Wert thou as young as I, Juliet thy love, an hour but married, Tybalt murdered, doting like me and like me then mightest thou speak. Thou mightst not thou share thy hair and fall upon the ground as I do now, taking the measure of the unmade grave.
Arise, one knocks. Good Romeo, hide thyself.
Not I, unless the death of heartsick groans, mislike, enfold from the search of eyes.
Hark how they knock. Who's there? Romeo, arise. Thou wilt be taken. Stay a while. Stand up. Run to my study. By and by, God's will. What simpleness is this? I come. I come. Who knocks so hard? Whence come you? What's your will?
Let me come in, and you shall know my errand. I come from Lady Juliet.
Welcome, then.
Oh, holy friar. Oh, tell me, holy friar, where is my lady's lord? Where is Romeo?
There, on the ground, with his own tears made drunk.
Oh, he is even in my mistress's case, just in her case. Oh, woeful sympathy, piteous predicament. Even so, lies she blubbering and weeping and weeping and blubbering. Stand up, stand up, stand up, and you be a man for Julian's sake. For her sake, rise and stand. Why should you fall into so deep an hole? Sir, sir, that's the end of all.
Spakest thou of Juliet? How is it with her? Do not think me an old murderer. Now I have stained the childhood of my joy with blood removed, but little of her own. Where is she? And how doth she? And what says my concealed lady to our cancelled love?
Oh, she says nothing, sir, but weeps and weeps, and now falls on her bed, and then starts up, and Tybalt calls, and Then on Romeo calls, and then down falls again.
As if that name shot from the deadly level of a gun did murder her. As that name's cursed hand murdered her kinsman. Oh, tell me, friar, tell me, in what vile part of this anatomy doth my name lodge? Tell me that I may sack the hateful mansion.
Hold thy desperate hand. Art thou a man? Thy form cries out thy art. Thy tears are womanish. Thy wild acts denote the unreasonable fury of a beast. Unseemly woman in a seeming man, or ill-beseeming beast in seeming both. Thou hast amazed me. By my holy order, I thought thy disposition better tempered. Hast thou slain Tybalt? Wilt thou slay thyself, and stay thy lady too that lives in thee by doing damned hate upon thyself? Why railst thou on thy birth, the heaven and earth? Since birth and heaven and earth, all three do meet in three at once, which thou at once would lose. Fie, fie, thou shamest thy shape, thy love, thy wit, which like a usurer abound'st in all, and usest none in that true use indeed, which should bedeck thy shape, thy love, thy wit. Thy noble shape is but a form of wax, digressing from the valour of a man. Thy dear love sworn, but hollow perjury, killing that love which thou hast vowed to cherish. Thy wit, that ornament to shape and love, misshapen in the conduct of them both, like powder in a skitless soldier's flask, is set afire by thine own ignorance, and thou dismembered with thine own defence. What? Rouse thee, man, thy Juliet is alive, for whose dear sake thou wast but lately dead. There art thou happy. Tybalt would kill thee, but thou slewest Tybalt. Tybalt, there art thou happy too. The law that threatened death becomes thy friend and turns it to exile. There art thou happy, a pack of blessings lights upon thy back. Happiness courts thee in her best array, but like a misbehaved and sullen wench thou poutest upon the fortune and thy love. Take heed, for such die miserable. Go, get thee to thy love as was decreed, ascend her chamber, hence and comfort her. But look thou stay not till the watch be set, for then thou canst not pass to Mantua, where thou shalt live, till we can find a time to blaze your marriage, reconcile your friends, beg pardon of the prince, and call thee back with 20,100,000 times more joy than thou wentst forth in lamentation. Go before, nurse, commend me to thy lady, and bid her hasten all the house to bed, which heavy sorrow makes them act unto. Romeo is coming.
Oh, Lord, I could have stayed here all the night to hear good counsel. Oh, what learning is! My lord, I'll tell my lady you will come.
Do so, and bid my sweet prepare to chide.
Here, sir, a ring she bid me give you. You make haste, for it grows very late.
How well my comfort is revived by this.
Go hence. Good night. And here stands all your state. Either be gone before the watch be set, or by the break of day disguised from hence. Sojourn in Mantua. I'll find out your man, and he shall signify from time to time every good hap to you that chances here. Give me thy hand. 'Tis late. Farewell. Good night.
But that a joy past joy calls out to me. It were a grief so brief to part with thee. Farewell.
Okay. Great performances today, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you all the same time next week here on my channel for the Wheel of Shakespeare Challenge. Bye now, everybody.